Gentlemen, start your engines. It's time to hit the tracks. I can say with confidence that this is one of the most unique and exciting sports we've ever featured on this segment, and we're highlighting a person who is much more than just a driver of a car. He's a boy in a man's sport, and he's our WXXV Student Athlete of the Week, introducing you to Resurrection Catholic's very own Carter Taylor.
Student Athlete of the Week, brought to you by Performance Tire and Wheel.
This is called an outlaw-late-model. It's similar to a pro-late model, just with a different body and different tires on it. I mean, they race them all over the place. They race them all the way from Florida to Texas to Georgia. And it's a really fun class, and there's a bunch of guys that's been racing for a long time in it. And there's a bunch of people with a whole lot of experience.
Carter Taylor hasn't always climbed into this red-hot outlaw-late model. But he first entered the racing world at just 11 years old, when he first got behind the wheel of this go-kart here. And it's safe to say his need for speed then quickly became apparent, and he truly hasn't looked back since.
We ended up practicing, and then I went out there my first race, and we started in the back, and I ended up winning. And so throughout that year, I won a couple races, and I came in second a few, and I ended up coming in second in the points for the championship.
5 years later, and Taylor is truly a boy in a man's sport, as he's neck and neck with drivers who have had more experience in racing than he's been alive.
There's quite a few of them that they don't like whenever I win, because they've been doing it for so long. There's a bunch of the guys that I race with have been doing it for 20 plus years, and they've been winning, and they don't really like me just stepping in there and running up front with them.
But whether these drivers are 16 years old like Taylor or in their 30s and 40s like his opponents, he wants to make sure people have the right interpretation of the sport and give it the respect it deserves.
Some people say it's real easy and it's just going in circles, but it's really not easy. As if you really look into it and put time into seeing how much it takes to actually be good. And it's just like any other sport. You just gotta practice and do your best at it.
And he knows it's just like any other sport, because Taylor is a tri-sport athlete at Resurrection Catholic School. Taylor has been starting for the Eagle football team since he was in the 7th grade, and even took up bowling after his mom. The sophomore stays busy, to say the least, but he says it wouldn't be possible without his incredible support team.
My family and friends mainly, but like Vice Construction as my sponsor, and Viking Civil Services, and Mr. Josh Bragg, he's my crew chief, and George Bragg. Coach Denmark, he's he's a great guy, and he's not just a mentor on the field, he's a mentor off the field. He's always great and supporting me in football, and he loves coming to the racetrack and watching me race. And if I need to sit down and talk to him, he's an amazing guy, and I can just sit there and talk to him about anything.
And it's only a matter of time that his support system will continue to grow, as he's only 4 points away from an Outlaw Championship title at Five Flags Speedway, which will be decided this weekend in Pensacola.
It's great to have the opportunities that I have, and being able to win and being able to run up front and have the opportunity to run for a championship this weekend.
Keep in mind, all of this could be achieved before Taylor even gets his actual driver's license, and it doesn't stop there. We'll continue to follow Taylor's success as he's set to compete in the Snowball Derby in December, which just so happens to be the biggest and most prestigious short track race in the entire country. The sky is truly the limit for this young racer, and his story on the track is far from being over. Reporting live from Helena, I'm Ansley Brent, WXXV News 25.